I'm Katrina.
And I'm Jack, and this is Portals to Hell, Enter the Underworld. In this investigation, we went to the Twin Cities Opera House in McConnelsville, Ohio.
We met with Eric and Adam, and they kind of filled us in on the experiences that they've been having. And for the last couple of decades, so people have had experiences at the Opera House, including like seeing figures, hearing voices, things like that. But it wasn't really until Eric took over and started doing investigations that they really started documenting things.
The main spirit here, his name is Red Wine Robert Lowry. It's almost like he's a friend. He told us that there was 14 spirits, but there is something evil here. And the evil, we call it Charlie. We really don't know if Charlie ever lived as a human being. And that is the big thing that I would hope you guys could help us out with, finding out what in the hell it is.
Are you saying Charlie's inhuman?
I think he could be.
One of the areas of interest for Eric and his team was the basement. That kind of seems like where they've had the most profound experiences and the most negative experiences. And the basement, I mean, it's just like this creepy little basement. And the one section we were in, it's like all dirt flooring, really low ceilings. I mean, it's not used for anything. And I guess when they first started doing investigations, that's where they really felt drawn, and they started getting responses there, which was crazy because I think we found pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. I thought the basement, there was definitely, I still think that if you were to do some kind of archaeological dig there, you would find more burial sites in that basement.
So we had set up 2 REM pods, one on the stage, one in the balcony. And so the one resident ghost that we know a lot of people have seen in those areas is Victoria. So we start calling out to her to see, can we get more responses if we're asking her directly instead of just anybody.
It was actually around the time when we were getting a lot of this activity that I decided to bust out the Polaroid, snap some pictures. Let's take a look at these pictures real quick. Anything?
No. There's some sort of blue anomaly, huh?
Yeah. A lot of times orbs in ghost hunting pictures, the flash on the camera reflecting off a dust particle that's in front of the lens. And it's really what it is. And Katrina and I, we're kind of on the same boat when it comes to orbs. We don't take them, like, it's gotta be an impressive orb.
It's a lot of eye rolling we do.
Yeah, like it's dust, or it's a moth, or it's a whatever. But in these photos, this blue light appears. And then we go up to the walkway and we take more photos, and in certain photos, it's appearing again. And it wasn't damaged film, because I did 3 different cartridges of film. I don't know what it was.
See, but here's the thing, is that when we presented that to Eric, remember? He's like, oh, we've actually had that before.
Yes.
They've had these blue lights, and they think it might be the little girl spirit.
Yeah.
But that's weird, because we didn't know that before.
No, we didn't.
Who the f*** is walking up? Is anyone coming up the stairs? You guys heard that, right? Yeah. Clear as day, I heard. Not heavy steps, not like, but I heard coming up behind me.
I went up to the clock tower, and when I sat down, we were just gonna do like a little session with the EVP. I sit down in a chair, and it clear as day sounded like someone was coming right towards us, and like everyone just like launched and were like looking at the door, waiting for someone to like come barreling through, and there was no one. So after the session up in the bell tower and like the attic area where the old ballroom used to be, I made my way downstairs to the basement.
Is that you, Charlie?
What, Jamie?
Jamie, what?
Say something.
My chair just moved.
The chair you were sitting in just moved?
Yeah.
While we were in there, Jamie, our producer, he shot up out of a chair and he's like, what the? He freaked out, and he said that he felt like someone physically moved his chair, which is kind of freaky. And then you were firing up the geoport.
Yeah, so we used geoport down in the basement. See if we can get any kind of confirmation of what everybody's feeling. And, you know, we were asking a bunch of questions, and one of the ones we asked was, you know, are you demonic?
Is Charlie demonic?
He may be.
I heard that.
So then the next question was, well, who invited you in? And the answer was Eric, which is really interesting because, you know, then we have to go through, well, how did that happen? This might be a little heady, but I mean, Eric's seen some pretty crazy shit from just being a cop. I mean, is it possible that the trauma that he's holding on to could have opened doors?
Highly possible.
So I need to ask, what was going on in your life during that time period when Charlie first started appearing?
So in a 4-year span, my brother died, my dad died, my stepdad died, my mom died, my bulldog died, and a divorce in a
Jeez.
4-year period.
That's a rough 4 years.
Yeah, it was a rough 4 years, horrible.
Yeah.
You know that Eric was going through a really, really rough time when he started to investigate this space. So did that vulnerability open himself up to allowing something negative in this space?
Yeah.
You know, this is the thing. If you're going to go in and thrill seek, and if you're going to go in and do investigations, I mean, obviously we do it, so we don't, you know, tell people not to, but you do have to be careful because you're opening up yourself to something that's happening in our world that we don't have any way to explain it scientifically.
Yeah.
So, okay, maybe it's not what we think it is, but what if it is something really, really dangerous and bad? We've certainly seen patterns of that happen to people. We've had it happen in our own lives. So you don't know what you're messing around with. And it's so important to, you know, if you're gonna go into it, I mean, be aware that you might not ever be able to get out of it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in to more Portals to Hell and behind the scenes action at Travel Channel Go.